hot minute since I streamed. For those of you who don't know, I'm just gonna give the story from the beginning this time. I have not streamed for a while, and I think a lot of people do know, but not everyone. I haven't been streaming consistently for almost, I want to say it's been almost 2 months, and I haven't really been making videos or anything like that because I ended up sustaining what I thought was a minor concussion, but because I had 4 concussions before this concussion, I had like this accumulative effect that kind of like hit me all because of this one head injury. And so what ended up happening was I had a really hard time like visually processing things like reading, but then I also had a hard time, I mean thinking obviously, but balancing. So I got really unstable like on my feet, and I didn't feel safe walking without something to stabilize me. So that has kind of been where I have been. I saw a neurologist. Just a heads up for anyone in this situation. Hopefully you never find yourself in this situation, but heads up, don't just go to like your primary care physician. If possible, see a doctor or a neurologist that specializes in concussions, because I have kind of just done nothing for my concussions for the last, 10 years. And apparently there's like this accumulative effect that happens when you've had multiple head injuries and don't do something about them. So what ended up occurring was I went to the neurologist, I got checked out, they found the complications that I was having, and then that neurologist referred me to a physical therapist that also does concussion rehab. And concussion rehab was a mix of things. I did some cognitive stuff, like answering questions and doing math and stuff like that, but then also working on eye tracking, because like I said, a lot of the issues that I personally faced after this head injury specifically had to do with my eyes. They couldn't focus on things, and they definitely couldn't focus on things in motion without making me super nauseated. So they worked on like me being able to follow objects that are moving without getting dizzy, that kind of stuff, and then also working on my balance. And now I'm pretty stable now. I can walk with no help anymore. So doing great. The other thing they had me do was like get started on supplements, and then also I got myself a pair of blue light filtering glasses and avoided screens as much as possible. I had to take a long break from work, and this week is the first week that I'm finally back to work. So I am very glad to be back. But yeah, I guess like the reason I wanted to share all this is that's where I've been. But also, if you ever find yourself in a situation where you feel off after hitting your head, definitely don't just go to your primary care physician. Ask to see a specialist if things are not like getting better, because I have always just kind of slept it off, and that's bad. Don't do that. So that's why this like small minor head injury, I just like hit my head in the doorframe of my car. That's how this small injury kind of became a major pain, as I just haven't been taking care of the head injuries I have sustained over the years. I'm just a klutz. And then like with every head injury, I became more of a klutz. So then, I'm more prone to it, more prone to injuring myself. So we're stopping that cycle now. I'm working on my coordination, I'm working on my balance, and things are finally looking up. So thank you everybody so much for your prayers. I'm doing so much better now. And although of course we are going to still be experiencing the bat brain tonight, hopefully it is much better than it has been. And I will be back to making regular videos somewhat soon, but I'm not going to push myself, because you're supposed to gradually get back into the swing of things instead of putting it all on yourself for all at once. So I'm currently like prioritizing my clients over my channel, just because, my clients have kind of been operating without a manager this entire time, only bothering me for like emergencies. I'm very thankful for the patience of my community, of my clients, and I'm very thankful for my recovery finally like going in the right direction. And I'm gonna stay in physical therapy to make sure that I get good at not hitting my head again, that I'm nice and coordinated and strong by the time I leave, so that this doesn't keep happening. My friends have been joking, like, oh, we gotta buy Yam a helmet, or we gotta wrap Yam in bubble wrap, and that is not too far from the truth. Because I'm such a klutz. But yeah, thank you so much for your guys' support and patience. I really appreciate everyone, being so understanding and being patient while I figured out, like, just how bad the 5th concussion can be. So yeah, don't do that to yourself.